Woo. What's up guys, it's Andy Fogarty here from theathomewelder.com, and I'm here for kingmetals.com. And it's getting cold. The cold season is upon us, and that means freezing temperatures. And so today I'm gonna share with you a real quick tip that I use on every single one of my railing projects. Now what I'm talking about is a way to keep your feet from rusting out or water collecting in your posts of your railings and expanding when the freezing temperatures come. That water gets in there, it freezes, and it actually blows out the metal and can either crack the metal and definitely distort the metal, which will leave your customer pretty unhappy with the project that you gave them. So today, we're gonna avoid that completely with just 5 minutes of extra work. So when it comes to mounting your down rails, you only have two options. Now one is you're gonna concrete into the ground or core drill into your brick steps or concrete slab and use some Quikrete there with your post, or you're going to use a mount plate very similar to this one. And this is where you'll weld your post to the plate, and you'll either use lag bolts or concrete anchors to mount to your surface. Now this is where the water can collect. It will collect, no doubt about it, because you're welding your post to this and this is sealed up, but where the water comes in is actually up the top where your cap rail is, because you're not welding. That's not completely sealed up there. So the water can actually seep in through the top and come down, and it starts to collect down here at the bottom. Now, especially if you live in a place like I do, like Atlanta, where in the summer months you can have downpours every single day for about 30 minutes. And that water just comes and it collects over time. And when the freezing months come, like they are now, that water that's trapped in there will freeze and expand. And there's so much pressure involved from water freezing that it can actually warp or even crack your steel posts. The same can happen for your posts that are concreted into the ground, because again, that water collects down there and it doesn't have anywhere to go. Now the simple little tip I have for you today is we're simply just gonna drill some holes. That is how we're gonna save our projects from being the ones that have to be repaired. For mount plates, we're just gonna drill a hole. Any size will do. Bigger is better. So if you have a 1-inch post, let's say a 1/4-inch hole or a little bit bigger, right in the center, or right in the center of where your post is going to be mounted. So let's say you have to offset your post a little bit on your mount for some reason. You're just gonna drill your hole in the center of where your post is going to be welded. That way, all that water that's coming to try to be collected down here, it's gonna have an escape hole to come out. And the same is gonna be true for our posts that are just we're concreting into the ground. And now we don't have a mount plate to drill a hole in the bottom of, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna draw almost like little pilot holes. Nothing too big or noticeable, but we're going to drill our holes just right down here at the bottom somewhere, as close to the bottom as you can, or as close to the bottom that's not gonna be underground. That's where we're going to drill our pilot holes. So, and what I like to do is, let's say this is my down post here, and let's say my stairs are here. I have a concrete stairway right here. I like to drill my hole on the inside facing the stair, because you only have 5, 6, 7 inches from the post to the stair. That way it's not visible to someone walking up to that stairwell where they're gonna look down and notice a little hole. So that's it. I'm Andy Fogarty from the At Home Welder and for kingmetals.com. If you want more tips like this to save your projects and keep things moving nicely, and even some methods on maybe making a little bit extra money on the side from your welding projects, come over to the athomewelder.com. Go ahead and sign up to be in our little community, and we're gonna send you some great videos, welding videos, but more importantly, we're gonna send you weekly tips and tricks like this to keep things going and to keep your welding education flowing. So that's it. I'm Andy Fogarty from theathomewelder.com, and I will see you again next time.